States 94.
7 now and get the party started.
Right now, the weather is changing. What's here today can be gone tomorrow. Because we know you need to plan and prepare, we dedicate a special team to forecasting the outlook for the days ahead. So you know what to expect. Watch our 5-day planner, 20 minutes after every hour on the Weather Channel. No place on Earth has better weather. Now your local forecast, and stay tuned. An in-depth look at weather in the West is coming next in the Pacific Update.
Minutes past the hour. Thanks for watching us here on the Weather Channel. I'm Gene Rubin. Blizzard conditions continue in the upper Midwest, but it's not the only area of the country receiving winter weather this evening. We're talking about the East and the West getting their fair share of winter weather. Into Colorado, where we had avalanche problems earlier today. An avalanche shut down Vail Pass in both directions. This occurred on I-70 about 3.5 miles west of Vail. Road crews worked throughout the day to clear the snow from the highway. No injuries were reported. The major interstates intersecting Nashville, Tennessee were a mess today. Snow started falling noontime on Friday. No accumulation really in the area of any great consequence, but it did make traveling difficult at times, and temperatures have fallen dramatically into the single digits already this evening into the early morning hours. It's cold in Buffalo also Friday night. The snow is heavy there thanks to Lake Erie and its lake effect. The heavier snow started around noon Friday, and winds gusted to over 40, in some cases near whiteout conditions, and the heavy snow snow will continue in Buffalo. Speaking of heavy snow, blizzard conditions kept much of the North Dakota in the white on Friday. Near Fargo, it was difficult for motorists to see due to blowing snow. Not much snow was falling, but it was blowing around. Not many people were on the road except for a snowplow or two here and there. Temperatures are bitterly cold with wind chill 60 to 70 below, and not much change or much improvements expected in that kind of weather. It's really a good idea to stay indoors and don't travel unless you really have to, and make sure your pets have adequate shelter. Big low pressure area spinning about here in Canada, helping to draw down some of that cold air out of Canada into the deep south this evening. Cold front has moved through the Atlanta area several hours ago, dropped some snow flurries, some big wet snowflakes in that region. That system is now pulled off into the mid-Atlantic, could produce a few flurries in Boston and New York by tomorrow morning. Pretty much clear skies over southern Texas all the way back into the southwest, and except for some fog along the coast here around Sacramento over to San Francisco and up around Seattle. Conditions are pretty good. As we look at the traveling conditions in the Northeast, they're not too good. The New York Thruway a mess, I-81 a mess, and those snow bands will continue flowing in off Lakes Erie and Ontario. Travel not recommended in part of this part of New York State. If you have to travel, call ahead. It looks like several feet of snow could pile up on sections of the New York Thruway. Blizzard conditions continue in the upper Midwest. Interstates 94, 90, 29 closed in many sections of Minnesota and the Dakotas. Again, travel only in this area if it's in real emergency. As we go from noon Saturday to early Sunday morning, watch out for some frozen precip all the way down to the Gulf Coast, Houston, Texas, Galveston, New Orleans, maybe some sleet mixed with snow. Freezing rain could be interesting. Whatever does fall, though, should be quite light. If anything develops, that would be later into next week, maybe Tuesday. But right now, there should be an area of widely scattered light precipitation. Let's look at our forecast maps. Low pressure is still in Canada in the morning. It's not going anywhere any too quickly. Therefore, those heavy snow bands will continue moving in off of Lakes Superior and Michigan and Erie and Ontario. Heavy snows for you skiers. Great news. Lots of fresh powder in Park City and Jackson Hole, Steamboat. Yep, Vail, Aspen looks pretty good. Front moves through Florida, pretty dry for the most part. Maybe a sprinkle in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Key West tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, just plain old cold air with lots of sunshine, but it will feel very cold all the way down to Florida. Heaviest snows between now and noon on Saturday in Colorado and around the favored snowbelt areas of the Great Lakes. How about those low temperatures tomorrow morning, 30 to 40 below, not even considering wind chill in parts of North Dakota and Montana. 30-degree low